Kaybe's new prison life was strangely unsupervised. Yes, there were no guards anywhere to be found, and the prisoners seemed to do as they pleased. In a trade for a shiv, one of the prisoners asked Kaybe to seek the drug skooma. How these prisoners made skooma with nothing but silver and dirt, Kaybe was unsure. Yes.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down.
You have skooma?
You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine.
Oh, but Kaybe is addicted, please, yes.
Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you.
Oh, you believe Kaybe? Okay.
All right then.
All right then, yes. That was easy. Skooma was a narcotic made from moon sugar, which was native to Kaybe's homeland elsewhere. It was therefore impossible that these prisoners were actually making real skooma, because where would they get the moon sugar? Yes.
I swear, if I ever get out of here, here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
Yeah, sure, whatever, yes.
Until next time.
Until next time, enjoy whatever that thing is you think is skooma, yes.
I left behind my daughter, Uale.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Kaybe has the toll, yes.
Ready to pay the toll? One shiv.
One shiv for Burkle.
All right, head on in, but don't try anything in there. Madanach is smarter than you think.
Of course, Kaybe is innocent.
All right then.
Oh, look at this. Madanach gets his own table.
Well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A
No.
wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
Oh, Madanach, Kaybe just thinks you owe her an explanation, yes.
Do I?
Yes.
What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth?
Yeah.
You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nord stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
You can help Kaybe. Okay, how does this work?
There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is.
Okay, Kaybe will go do that, yes.
Our struggle is our people's struggle.
Kaybe had the pretty clear picture already of who this Madanach was. It was the same with Minnie. Oh, Kaybe would go and talk to this man and she would find that he was imprisoned wrongfully, unfairly. Oh, but Madanach, if he were in charge, only the right people are imprisoned, yes. The tyrant is always a well-meaning dickhole, yes.
What do you want? Of digging to do?
Madanach sent Kaybe for story time.
My story, huh?
Yes.
Everyone in Cidnha Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists?
Always, yes. Kaybe's mother would say go to your room and she would overpower Kaybe.
Then you know the hard looks as judgment gets set upon you. The sneers of people who never had to face sentence. Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside?
You will have to define family, yes. Kaybe has the Thane slave. Not exactly related.
I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanach once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver.
Oh yes, typical bureaucracy, yes. Someone has it out for you trying to make the example. They won't let things slide.
Till next time.
Yes, till next time. Have a good day. It sounded as though these people suffered from the bureaucracy of two heads. One with a sense of mitigation, the desire to show mercy to his people. The other vengeful and angry. The merciful head would try to make compromises without upsetting his politically equal vengeful head, and the result would be ideas that were much worse than anything they would come up with alone.
You're a slave, just like us.
Kaybe spoke to Bragg.
Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting.
Sounds like wishful thinking, unless Madanach has a method to escape.
Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you.
Of course.
I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky?
Yes?
He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cidnha Mine for good.
Kaybe does not usually do this, but she will waive her usual fees.
Our vengeance will come.
Yes! Vengeance on Grisvar the Unlucky! Wait. Pain Slave?
Serve your time.
How did you get down here? Yes.
Dig.
What kind of strings did you pull? Well, Kaybe will definitely have to give you props for dedication to your work, yes? Come, Thane Slave, and be silent. There is prey. Oh, Kaybe saw some dust on the back of your shirt.
You still can.
He's dual-wielding shivs! Kaybe was not prepared. Yes, you handle this, Thane Slave. You come down here with the sword.
Don't kill me.
Okay, things that Thane Slave does, those count as the extension of Kaybe's will. Kaybe willed this man to death. Yes.
You're back. Have you done what I asked?
Kaybe murdered by Thane Slave.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
Yes, just like Madanach, Kaybe had someone else do his dirty work. Kaybe has become one of you. All hail to Madanach and his moral superiority. Yes, Markarth will yield before us, or by Sithis their heads will roll.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cidnha Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markath, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to
Forward! I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go.
Okay, after Madanach, Kaybe is ready, yes?
Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Wait, the tunnel? But there is many of us, yes. And Kaybe has a large-breasted servant with a sword, and a great deal of competency with that sword. We could just walk out the front gate, yes? Is Madanach listening? How did you build this tunnel without being noticed? Let Kaybe guess. You built this tunnel and now you don't want to go without using it. Yes. It turned out Kaybe was mistaken on her presumption. The prisoners had actually dug their way to a door that led into a dwarven ruin. Yes. Had Madanach known enough about the dwarves, also known as the Dwemer, perhaps he would have preferred the guards of Cidnha Mine. Yes. They were a race notorious for their resentment of the gods. For as it is, when someone dies in the world of Nirn, their soul is claimed by the god closest to them. For this reason, worship is a very serious matter, yes. But the Dwemer did not wish to be constrained by such conventions. The Dwemer wished to be their own gods, to own their own souls in passing. Perhaps because of this, it is not uncommon to hear of ancient Dwemer souls haunting their old homes and workshops. Some propose that these are magical guardians, illusions created by clever Dwemer mages. Yes, a plausible theory because the Dwemer were obsessed with creating life, oftentimes from machinery. The dwarves were able to create a heavy but durable alloy that never decays or rusts. From this alloy, they made brass men and gave them willpower. Yes, they were similar to golems, but a much more clever mix of alchemy, magic, and engineering. But of course, the most famous and fateful of these constructs was the Numidium, the great brass god. You see, it is not merely from hubris that the Dwemer sought to reclaim their own souls. For in a bygone era, they, like all Mer, held immortality. But the trickster god Lorkai swindled them of this gift. He did this to create Nirn, the mortal plane, and for his deception he was torn apart. His heart was thrown deep into the earth, and his body flung to the sky. The Dwemer, in their carving and digging of great cities, discovered this heart of Lorkai, and they used it to power a massive construct known as the Numidium. It would be their god, yes, and when they perished they would come to rest at the Numidium's feet. In this way they would reclaim their immortality. But then something went wrong. Yes. There is much speculation as to what occurred. Nothing is consistent. But Kaybe likes to point that Lorkai was born of Sithis, the Void. For to the Void the Dwemer went. Yes. And now, all that remains is their ruins and their deadly children. Yes. Kaybe thinks this only goes to show. Khajiit is the best race. Yes. Lorkhaj is the god of men. A shame they have to worship a god who is dead. Khajiit, however, are watched over by Azura, and every night, Azura sends Khajiit the moon sugars. The moonlight shines down into the Topal Sea, where it is captured and becomes the sugars for Khajiits, which of course Khajiits know how to harvest because Azura made Khajiits the smartest and most deceitful and also the best race ever. Yes. They are not sad like the Dwemmers, although Azura is something like a vengeful parent, yes. Do not say crass things about her or she will kill you. But the moon sugars make for the most delicious of foods, yes. Also, it stimulates the mild euphoria. It is somewhat dangerous to eat in large quantities, but if you mix in as a spice, it is good for you. But some Khajiit lacking in self-respect like to turn the moon sugar into a smokable narcotic called skooma. Here in Skyrim, the skooma is cut with something, but it is highly addictive and there is no cure. It is always the way of the gods that every gift must be handled with restraint, yes.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by.
So what exactly is the plan, Madanach? Yes.
Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today.
Okay.
It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Is that a threat to Kaybe or what? Okay, you know what, never mind. Your plan was to get all oiled up and shirtless, then run out into the city of Markarth. Yes. Kaybe doesn't know why she asked for clarification.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Here we go!
It turned out that for whatever reason, Kaybe would not be implicated with the rest of the criminals. Perhaps Nepos the Nose had something to do with it? Kaybe did not investigate further. She had her fill of conspiracy for now. Yes. Kaybe made her way from Markarth. It did not seem wise to try her luck and remain there at that time. Yes. As things would turn out, Madanach had spent so much time in prison that the people no longer recognized him as their king. Yes. He still had a clan that remained loyal, but the other Forsworn would remain hostile towards Kaybe. So much for Madanach's large words. Yes. Kaybe now set her sights on the assassination target set by the Jarl of Falkreath. Yes. In her path was the town of Karthwasten.
I want you sellswords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
You, pork chop face! What goes on here?
If the Forsworn aren't attacking my town, the Nords are trying to force me off it.
Trouble with the mine, yes?
Robbery is what it is. The Silverbloods are trying to muscle in on my land. Forsworn attack the mines, and suddenly all these sellswords show up to help. They won't let anyone work until I sell it off.
Well, Kaybe is known to be persuasive, yes.
You can try, but I'd keep your sword arm ready if things get ugly.
Kaybe is sure it will be fine. She thinks these men just did not hear that the Silverbloods had the unfortunate accident. Yes.
The mine is closed. Get lost.
And why is the mine closed, friend? Yes.
Forsworn attacked a while back. Jarl had no men to spare, so the Silverbloods generously offered to send us to clean things up. We just want that old native to hand over his land in payment for our services. Then we'll leave, and everyone can get back to work.
How magnanimous. Good luck.
Right.
Kaybe considers perhaps you should leave, though. Yes.
Helping out Ainethach, huh? Give me a reason not to plunge a dagger in your chest.
Oh, but the whole town wants you to leave very badly, yes.
Let's see them make us.
But then they would have to hire a killer. Yes.
milk drinker.
Oh, so self-assured. Kaybe has done her deed, yes.
That won't be the last we hear from the Silverbloods. But at least we can get back to work. Thank you. You've done a good thing for me and my workers. Here, this is for you. Good day.
Sometimes Kaybe's favorite part of her job was that one man's criminal was another man's hero, yes.